스토리텔러.
First, the writer of this book, Jack London, he was born in San Francisco in 1876. And he had to work when he became a teenager because his family was very poor. And he wrote this book with his experience when he go to the Alaska at the gold rush. And he became a bestseller with this book. Go to the story. Now the time is when the book was about 4 years old. And the place is the George Miller's house. Now the characters are Buck and George Miller's boys. Buck is the main character of this book. And first, he lived at the George Miller's house, and he was the king of that house. But the Manuel, the gardener helper, he sold Buck to the man who rushing to the Northland, and he became a sled dog, and he had to pull the sled for the humans, and he listens the call of wild, and he killed some dogs, and he became a captain of the team. And last, he meet his favorite owner, John Thornton. And when the John Thornton died, the Buck was a little bit crazy, and he killed old Indians, and he lived with the other wolves. Now, in the story, Buck did not read the newspapers, or he did not know, or he would have known that trouble was brewing. Now, Buck and the every tidewater dog who lived from Puget Sound to San Diego, they was in trouble because many men were rushing to the Northland. And this is now the Klondike Gold Rush, and they found a gold, and the transportation and steamship companies were booming the find. So the thousands of men were rushing to the Northland. And these men wanted dogs, and they wanted heavy dogs with strong muscles and long hair. And the dogs, they need strong muscles which to toil, and the long hair to protect them from the frost. And Buck lived at the sun-kissed Santa Clara Valley. At the George Miller's place, it is called. At the George Miller's place, it was half hidden among the trees, and there was the orchards or boys and the servants' cottages or berry patches. And one in the morning, he plunged with the George Miller's boys at the cement tank. It's a little bit of swimming pool, and they plunged into the cement pool, and they kept cool at the hot afternoon. And the house was, the backward is larger than the front. At the garden, there were 20 fox terriers and 2 dogs, Toots, the Japanese pug, and the Isabel, the Mexican Howlis. They lived with the servants, and the strange dogs, they never came out. And I think they were very weak, so and the fox terriers are very strong and scary, so they can't go out. And the George Miller's place, the house was approached by gravel driveways, about blue-white spreading lawns and interlacing boughs of tall poplars. And now after this story, the bug's life, the good life was ending, happy life was ending, and the garden helper, Manuel, he sailed the bug to peoples who go to the Alaska to find the gold, and he became a slave dog, and his first owner was Francois and Pharaoh. They were kind, but the bug did not feel what is the love, and he likes pulling slate. And the captain of the team, Speeds, he think Bug is his rival, and he have to beat him. So Bug have to fight with Speeds and kill him. And lastly, he fight with Speeds. At the first, Speeds is winning, but Bug can fight with his brains, so he beats Speeds and he become a captain of this team. And last he finished this journey, and he met very worst owner, Hal, Charles, and Mercedes. They are beginner camper, and they have lots of clothes or foods, and the dogs were very tired, and lastly Bug think I hate this owner, so I don't go with them. And lastly he made the John Thornton his last owner and his favorite owner. John Thornton helped the bog, and the Mercedes and Hal and Charles, they go back. They keep going, and they died at the river. The river is a little bit. It's ice, but it's not. Under the ice there were water, so they died at there. And the Thornton and Buck, they are big close friends, and Buck saved Thornton two times, and they were very close friends, and they going the journey to the Alaska.
Who's asking?